Only one day, particular one.
Those are mothers because they have babies.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and Maama Janet Museveni, on my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Amolatar, I take this single opportunity to welcome you to Amolatar District. We are exceedingly humble and grateful that amidst your tight schedule, you have taken this initiative to come and visit a model farmer in Amolatar District. Your Excellency, the President and Mama, I searched through the internet to find a president like you who has dedicated his time to tour the country, to preach the gospel of wealth creation. I only found General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
My name is Jowel Okello. I come from a very humble background. Schooling, we would survive on distilling waragi. And I know it up to tomorrow. I would distill waragi, then my uncle's wife would sell waragi, and I come back and pay school fees. So with that background, I cannot think about going back to that poverty. I've heard you, Excellency, preaching the gospel of creating wealth. Mindset. Creating wealth, let's start from the mindset. You have talked about land fragmentation. This is family land. I have brothers and sisters. I always tell them, even if I'm not there tomorrow, please don't divide this land because I know the benefit. I started this farm way back in 2016. After retiring from National Water, I worked in National Water for 7 years. Then I went to General Moezi's farm. He asked me, Okello, you people of northern Uganda, you think we eat Museveni's money. He was putting on this jacket, army jacket. This is where I get my money from. He had 200 Frisian cows, 4 acres of matoke. Do you have land? I could not say anything. He asked me, do you have land? I answered with a very low tone that, yes, sir. What are you doing with your land? I need to come to that and see what you are doing with the land. Up to today, he has not come, but he communicates to me always. I told him, I'm competing with you. I started construction work by borrowing 12 million from the bank. My wife borrowed 15 million. Then we went for construction. So every money that I get from construction, 80% I bring it here. If you check this region of Amolatar, 90% of economic activity is through fishing. You find the district local people from northern Uganda, they are taking people to Mbarara, Ibanda to go and see how cows are eating grass. Yet we have good land, good grass, good soil in northern Uganda. His Excellency, you know this, I'm not lying. You can stand my witness. So I came and said, please, I must do something different in Amolatar. So I started here with 80 goats. That was, I bought the first on March. I bought 80 goats, I went to Sembabule, I brought some few cows. So I kept growing. That is a short story about here. We are currently employing 18 permanent staff here. We are creating employment. We are doing institution around northern Uganda. We are training them here. We lack accommodation. We had a booking of 200 people who come for IT. We don't have accommodation. That is revenue for our farm because each is going to pay 250,000. So if we bring for 2 months only, we are raising that money. 250 times 200. That is already revenue for the farm. We are training the local farmers around. We are supplying them good breed. His Excellency, I was very disappointed around 2020, and I stopped going to the market up to now. I don't go. Manager is the one who do that. I went to the market. Someone who has kept his cow for 2 years is selling it at 250,000. I'm selling a goat of 8 months at 400,000, 500,000. A goat of 8 months, 400,000. You are selling a cow you have raised for 2 years at 250,000. So the mindset of the person, we must invest in that. There's something that I want to bring it out now. His Excellency, I have got a lot of names via this farm. A lot of names. That guy's money is not clean. He has gone under the water. That is first family money. They have sent him to go and buy land because they have discovered oil. His Excellency is here today. If this is his cows, then the helicopter has come. We should carry these cows and load and it goes with these cows. A lot, His Excellency. If everything in this Uganda is for the first family, why are we sending our kids to school? Politician, you have a lot to preach. That one, I have no kind word for it. Everything is for first family. If up to this time you still say people are getting money under the water, it has surrounded us. The Amolatar people would be very rich.
Back to what Mr. Okello has done. I'm related, my mother, I remember my mother is from their clan, was married, and the cows that they used for marrying my mother is what their grandfather married with their grandmother. So he has been having problems here. People saying a lot of things, those things they are saying, talking about, but we share with him. I said, those things you hear people are saying going underwater, what they said it all on us, even Angola, whoever has something, they say you have gone underwater. I said that is to discourage you. You know, in Lango here we call it nyeko. Yeah, it's to discourage you. Your Excellency, recently, a friend of mine, you know, when we go for benchmarking, what some other people go there just to look at houses. So we went in Nairobi there. I got a friend of mine, an MP from Kiambu County. So the guy told me his story and took me to his constituency. The whole county, like here was one county before we divided it. But every home, the poorest home, has 20 Frisian cows. And the land, we are talking of 4-acre model. Here, people are talking of 50 by 100. 20 cows in 50 by 100. And they are getting a lot of money. Government supported them with a factory. Now, there's a point where they go and pick their milk in every parish in the evening, and things happen. So,
but Your Excellency, I want to bring to your attention that I am the area member of parliament for this constituency. And it would be a very great honor for me as your host not to welcome you. So may it please you that I welcome you in my constituency. You are welcome.
Farmer said here that in whatever we do, for many years, for me who was born in Minakulu bordering Gulu, when I was young, I was always running from the LRA wars. And I know the fruits of peace. I know the pain of being in an area where there's insecurity. And that is why when you appointed Dr. Ruakana Rugunda for the peace talk, and I was chosen by the people of northern Uganda to lead the community to go and support the peace talk, we went and stayed in Garamba for all the 2 years. And that achievement, which led to the signing of cessation of hostility and facilitated the LRA to move from northern Uganda to Winkibul, and later were taken to Garamba. And from that day, when the LRA rebels went to Winkibul, peace returned to northern Uganda. And from that day, 2006, the people of northern Uganda cannot forget the contribution you have made in giving peace to the people.
Your Excellency, and thank you, people, for welcoming us so warmly right here at this farm. I want to say maybe one thing that I admire about the farmers in our country presently. In many of the areas where UPDM is happening and other farm areas, what I have come to admire is to see that the owner of the farm stands with his wife and they're one. That is a very good culture that our people should really learn. To know that if you're working as a family, if you hold hands together as a man and his wife, that family will be stronger. So I admire the young man here as he was introducing his family, and he introduced the contribution of his wife. And that speaks volumes, because when a family lives together, hopefully they pray together and that family grows stronger. So I pray that that becomes a culture for the families of Uganda, really. Because as we strengthen families, we unite our communities, and Uganda becomes stronger at the grassroots. That's what we lack. That's what we need. Because men used to look at their wives as, you know, they are there, they are in the kitchen, they do the cooking, but the people would walk over them and there was nothing to talk about women. But now you can see these young men, as they hold hands together with their wives, their work will multiply, their farms will become stronger, and our communities will grow stronger. I thank you as a community. I pray that all the families here are holding hands together and working together, and our families and our communities and our nation will grow stronger for it. Thank you for what you are doing here. And I thank this young man really, because he is trying to do things that will lead his community to look to him for examples so that they can know, as Mzee has kept saying, that it's possible. That it's possible for Africans to not be poor anymore. It is time now that Africans also strive, because God has blessed us with so much. It's a shame that the Africans are the people who go around the globe begging for how to build their nations. But if we continue the way we are going, I have hope, and I have no doubt in my mind that Uganda will lead Africa to show that it's possible for Africa to stand up and build Africa and be an example on the global table to discuss how the globe should be built and how it should go. Because normally, or for a long time, Africa has had no contribution at all in the global discussion, because people know that Africa has nothing to offer. But I think it's time. And we have betrayed God. As far as I'm concerned, we have betrayed God, because God gave us so much, and we have done nothing with it except beg other cultures. Now I am so happy to be in Amolatar, only to see a wonderful farm that has promise for tomorrow.
There's what we call in our language Nino.
Yes. Aduong tia poyu we waniti ginda waruluoni Nino.
Now in Africa, the main problem is Nino Matek.
Etia kobuni yi lobu cholkan pehwa aduong ateho bedo Nino ateha teha.
So this is the problem in many parts of Africa, but also in Uganda.
Tia kobuni peha wano tikere dong atek tutwale Uganda kan.
Because
Nino.
Because there's so much lonyo here. To really have Chan is a big shame. But the problem is this one of Nino. Nino is sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping.
Now, I'm very happy that our son, Jowel,
Jowel
is not Nino. And I want to thank General Muhesi. Who challenged him. But the thankful is for him who responded. Because you see the things you are talking about, the roads, the referral hospitals. All those are what we call donglobo. No, donglobo is for all of us. A drunkard will move on the road. A witch doctor will move on the road. And the road from, for instance, the road from Kampala to Lira. By the time of Amin. And up to Gulu. Was already tarmac. But I'm sure even today, when you go there, you can find the Chan people near the tarmac road. Your tarmac can, Chan Tia also can. So really, in the schools we have to talk of LCM, the lowest number that can go into all the other numbers.
Tiena me bedi pinga men konyo jo imalo cha dushu.
Now, for me, the LCM of leadership is to deal with with Lonyo in the homes.
Entia kobuni chura wa mo timi primary me gina bedi ping me timo chura me malo cha gina pire tek ubere me wan yele menera ni lonyo tie yi pasho.
Because once people have Lonyo in their homes,
Entia konika wanu tikere lonyo pasho.
many of the issues you are talking about, that's what Beta Monge was saying, that many of the things you are talking about, you can even do them yourself.
Entia kobuniko wanu tikere lonyo yi pachi wajami ducha wanu ti ukobukano ramada tinga pir wa kenwa.
You can have pea, maber, even before the water has brought their own water.
Entia kobuni ramo bere na pia bera kari kuru beda jo ameti yukobi kompi put po kelo pi.
Jolo pea.
No ramo jollo pia jole we ot malo.
At your own house.
Dan no ramo jollo komi we wudi wa meti pasho kanasha.
You can have match, you can have solar power.
Entia kobuni ramo bere match wiri wilu sola ni aite keti we ot malo.
His Excellency, I would want tractor and power.
Power. Where's the power now?
Power is about 4 kilometers away from here.
Okay. Okay. I'll get you a tractor and then try to get the minister to get you.
So I do gelo koniene me to match ke the tractor do koniene lo ke jo me match to neno ka ramo kube match ke li farm kan.
Apoyo matek.
So Jowel is already self-motivated.
And Jacob ni Jowel do bera bulu amedo tikere kero nyokere miri meti yuticha tek.
Supporting him is easy.
Eme konye do yoto twal piene do nyurumiru konye ramuti chunga pire kene.
But I would like to challenge the leaders in the area.
Entia ko lokere wanu tela.
To really advise all the other people.
Me wani jakudong ke twal lokere jowa me pasukan.
So that they really know how to use the land to get out of poverty.
Mene do kirangoa be miero opurwa ti kere lobo gi me yao ko ichan.
Because this business of fishing, how many people can be in the lake?
Entia koboni kobi kom chika wano koboni jo adia me ramo beri yi imnam kano.
There must be a limit to the people in the lake.
Mir jo ano na hena me mir beri nam.
Even Nambole, we have a limit.
Entia ko na leg tu kudila meti Kampala kuya nambole dati namba jo amo yi gi me beri leg kunu.
I think it is 30,000 or something. We say no. Even if you pay, we say no.
Entia koboni ti gi kai tutumia pira deka kai re chulu chene wano koni stadium do ponko.
Because you are going to die. You are too
Penwe
many.
wota ko kunu ka jo pola teha.
So what I will ask you tomorrow when I meet the leaders meeting is to say who should be on the lake and how many and why.
Recognized, but they always come and welcome you whenever you come to Amolatar District, right? And then we have has not come yet, but he's really doing very, very. Chuck, the wife Joyce really wanted to come and welcome you. This is what Jowel has done, and we are very proud of him. If it is addressed, more and more of this kind of farmers will be raised in a category of the PDM. And so trade in the various entrepreneurs, various is in a deplorable state. And we humbly request that as you've done with Ministry of Agriculture, that much as we are a peninsula, we do not have any fish. And we hope that your stay here and your message will be very, very pertinent for the transformation